always be, because everyone has the potential to reach who they have the potential to be in God's eyes if they are guided, if they have the right guidance. And I'm not saying I'm here to guide you, but if there's anything that I can reveal to you that was revealed to me, that's my duty to do so. I'm as the watchman on the tower trying to warn of impending doom. And if I'm on the tower and I'm calling out to you as the watchman and informing you that doom is coming your way, it's totally up to you once you hear that warning whether you heed that warning or not. If I say run for the hills, death and destruction is coming, but you do nothing about it, then that no longer falls on me. But if God gives me a message to send, to put out in the world, and I don't do it, and death and destruction comes, I am personally responsible, and I will be held accountable for that. To whom much give, to whom much is given, much is expected. And if you do not, what's the word I'm looking for? If you cannot make a turnout on this, I'll put it in terms that you can understand. Say, for instance, the parable. I never understood this when I first read in the flesh, but in the spirit, when I started reading and forming a relationship with God, I realized where I was wrong because my mentality was the money mentality. See, I'm the type of person, if somebody was to give me money to hold for them, my way of thinking back in the day was, well, if somebody gives me money to hold for them, I'm not going to spend that money. Even if an opportunity arises where I could make more money off that money while waiting on them to come back and claim that money, I would not do it because it's not mine to risk on losing. So when in the parable where Jesus talks about the guy giving multiple people the same amount of money, and it's three people, and he comes back, and one person lost all of it, has nothing. One person has exactly what he was given, and the other person turned a profit on what was given to him. And see, I was under the perception that the one who would be rewarded is the one who was able to be trusted with it, that kept it, that didn't risk losing it and didn't lose it. Just the one who had what was given to him because he held on to it and he treasured it. But see, that is the mind that the world gives us. When I read in the spirit, I realized we're not talking about money here. We're talking about the word of God. So I could sit on all this that I've been given. But see, the reason the one that was rewarded was the one who risked it is because the risk would really come from not spreading to anybody. Because when you don't spread the knowledge and the wisdom that's been given to you by God, then even what you have will be taken from you. And I never understood that part of the Bible either until it was revealed to me. See, with the word, with the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that comes to God, comes to you through God, if you don't try to give other people that same chance that you've been given, because sometimes God don't reveal to them the way he reveals to you because they will not perceive it and receive it that way, because their relationship is always going to be different than your relationship with anybody. See, me, my brother, and my sister having the same dad, we had the same dad perceivably, but none of us had the same relationship, and he was not the same to any of us, although he was the same human being. Because me, my sister, and my brother are three totally different, unique individuals. And what that means is that one person who we call dad, the same person, what that means is that he must treat each one as an individual, unique person. which means he forms a unique relationship with each and every single one. He has to discipline this one this way, and this one another way. So he is not the same dad to me as he is to Brandy. He's not the same dad to me as he is to Tyler. It's just that's the way it works. So when it comes to our Father, it's the same way. So he can't reveal to you the same way he reveals to me. Now there are some that he can reveal the same way as he reveals to me, but just because of the world's mentality that we've been given, there's a lot of times where revelation must come through people like me, the unsuspecting people that you would never believe could contain that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding because of who they used to be or who you perceive them to be now. But God don't reveal to who we are. He don't reveal on the fact that we are who we are. He reveals because he knows who you have potential to be, and he sees that you're going to become that. And he's going to aid you in becoming that if you so choose to seek him and seek his righteousness. Well, this is getting to 37 minutes, 38, almost 40 minutes. I have so much more that I could speak on, but really, honestly, this should have been a really short video, but I think surrounding context matters the most in any conversation because, if I was to tell you that the Bible tells you that there's no God without giving you the context, you could just run with that information that I give you. But the context surrounding where it says there is no God, it says there, a fool says there is no God. A fool says there is no God. But if I was to tell you without the context, the Bible says there is no God, you could run with that. And see, the same thing can happen with things that you see. You can see something, be incriminating. It could give you the illusion and the perspective that what you see is what you get. But if you don't have the context surrounding what you see or what you hear, then you can't say you have the full truth because all you got is there is no God. Remember, Joseph, Potiphar put everything in his possession in Joseph's hands for him to care for and tend to. The only thing he withheld from him is his wife. Well, his wife wanted to have sex with Joseph. She wanted to be intimate with him. Joseph denied her on one account. Well, on the second time, she tried to force herself on him because she thought if I just go for it, surely he's a man. He ain't about to turn this down. I got that good. I hate to put it that way, but she was like, yeah, I got that good. Once I throw this thing on him, he ain't about to deny this. But she was wrong because he's a man of righteousness. So what he does is the coat that he loved and clung to dearly because it was from his dad, when she went to grab him and force herself on him, he twisted out of his coat that she was clinging to and left the coat behind and ran. Now, without the context of the situation, which reveals the truth, she thought to herself, well, and this is the programming that happens these days too. What you hear first has got to be true, right? And if you see evidence to back what is being said, then it's got to be true. But without the context, it means absolutely nothing because a lie is a lie regardless of who believes it. We'll see in this occasion in the Bible, she said to the guards that the Hebrew Israelite tried to rape me. I called out for help. He fled and left his coat behind. So that coat became evidence that he did try to rape her. We have the evidence right here that he was here. And if she's saying it, it must be true. They did not have the context surrounding why the coat was even there to begin with. They had her word to go on and the evidence, what they seen. But see, what they seen was missing the context. What they heard was missing the context. So just take what you will from this, if you've even watched it. It's a long video, but I love all y'all. Just all I ask is that you consider what I'm saying, because I had to consider all that was revealed to me. Now I don't even consider it. I just know what comes from my Father. It's been so much revelation and so much building in this relationship between me and Him that I no longer have to consider. I just accept what He gives me and deny what the enemy tries to present. So I don't expect you to just take what is coming from me, because it's not coming to you directly from God. But consider what I say. Because for one not to ever consider anything, you will never be able to receive the truth if it is in fact the truth. So think about the satanic system and the taking of the mindset that has been given to you, that this is life. I must work. I must chase money. I must worship mammon. In money we trust. I trust that money will provide food. I trust that money will provide clothes. I trust that money will provide entertainment. I trust that money will provide my transportation, a roof over my head. I trust money, 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 money. So what is the God in God we trust? What do you trust? What do you fight for the most? What do you raise your children to put first? Because if you have children, you are most likely going to be responsible for their eternal salvation or eternal damnation. I know that's a lot to put on you. And see, y'all are, if y'all are so big into loving them so much that you want to see them succeed in this life, how much more so should you be wanting to see them go to an eternal place of glory and righteousness, a place where no wickedness or pain or hurt or sorrow exists? See, this world has nothing to offer you but pain and suffering. And even more so when you seek righteousness. I'm not going to tell you that this is a life for the faint of heart. It's not. And this is not pride speaking, but I do not know anyone. I've never met anyone in my life that would be here today if they had been through the same things that I've been through and that I experience. I know anyone. I don't know anyone. And and usually I've always been the type to lift people up and place them above me. And I'm only saying this because I know it to be true. This is not one of them times that I perceive that it's true. This is the absolute truth. No one I know would have made it through what I've been through and go through without committing murder, multiple murders, or suicide. Nobody. And it's not because I'm stronger, but it's because my Father, who is strong, exists within me. And when I found Him and met Him there, and I sought Him, He provided the strength that I needed to overcome the demonic, satanic ritual abuse that was placed upon me. Whether it come from human origin or demonic or witchcraft or whatever, it all truly originates with the adversary, the God of this world. Like I said, I love y'all. Just consider. Just consider. That's all.